What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Shedheads video. My name is Chris, and in today's video we are going to be showing you how we built this awesome and ginormous arena. Now, it's built with this whole Greco-Roman classical Colosseum look in mind, so the middle is fairly just straight open, nothing really crazy going on. We got a little pattern. But in my opinion, guys, you should definitely put a lot of obstacles in the way. It's going to make it a lot more interesting to battle your friends with barriers and other types of things in the way, and just maybe give it a little bit diverse feel and a different look. But this is a very simple build, guys, very simple tutorial. The only thing you're going to have to dish out is the resources for this. It's going to take a lot depending on how big that you want it. I went 3 layers deep, which is kind of a lot, but you can make it as big or small, be as creative as you want. But just do me a favor, guys, leave a comment, let us know what you guys are thinking, leave a like, and let's get right in. Alright, guys, so getting right in, this is step 1. Step 1 is making the actual diameter of the circle, and it is 31 by 31 in each direction with a T like that. And then after you do this, you're going to make the circle, so you're going to come out 3 blocks on one side, go in diagonal 3 blocks, go in a diagonal 2 blocks, then do 4 blocks diagonally that way. Face the other way, do 2, 3 blocks diagonally again, and 3 more to make yourself a little pizza shape over here. After you do that on all 4 sides, you're going to get a circle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will come back as soon as I am complete. Alright, so moving on to step 2 of our build, we are going to want to create a pattern or some kind of, aesthetic design in the middle, just to give it a little extra pizzazz, if you know what I mean, guys. And again, if you want to create this pattern, it's definitely optional. Or if you want to keep it just one solid color, put a bunch of obstacles, it's definitely up to you. I definitely, since I built this and have done this with my friends, I would basically go back and just put a bunch of obstacles now, just to make it a little bit more interesting to fight in. What you want to do is you just go into the middle on all sides of the circle and the diagonals, basically creating like a little spider web formation. So let's finish that off right here, and in the middle you're going to have like a little 3 by 3 square going all the way. And then the only other thing you're going to do here is create like a little circle, as you saw in the beginning of the video, inside of that ring. So it's basically just going to be a 2-circle ring. Very simple, nothing really crazy going on. So now that we've completed that, let's go ahead and start our circle. So you're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks out. Come 2 blocks on either side. And then you're going to go diagonally 2. And then the diagonal piece that you started is actually going to be a little 4 block like that. So let's go ahead and do that on the other side. Make our little 4 block again. And you're going to go ahead and do this on all 4 sides of your little circle. And this is going to complete your pattern. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2 coming in. And it looks like we need to do 1 more, but as you guys can see, we got basically just 2 circles inlaid inside of each other. And I infilled this in with red sandstone, but I mean, you could really do whatever colors you like. I just decided to keep it desert themed because, Roman Colosseum, desert, I don't know. Let's move on. Alright, guys, so moving on from our second stage, we're going to go on to step 3, which is just going to be making the gladiator spawn points for our gladiators to come into the arena, get all the crowd hyped up and ready to start some killing. So we're going to go out 3 blocks there, go out 2 on each side to make it 7, and you're basically just going to make a 7 by 7 little platform here. Now I'm using white concrete for this just to make the room as basic as possible, but again, you really could start using a lot of wood logs just to give it that whole like ancient kind of like technology kind of build, like a different kind of architecture. But white concrete is also a Greek thing to do, so why not? Let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna do 1 on one side and we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other. So again, 3 blocks wide to start. You're going to go out 2 extra on either side to make it 7. And then again, you're going to make a 7 block wide base. And this actually works out very nicely because the way we're going to build our platform above, it's going to come up right flush against where one edge of our bleachers end. And again, we're going to fill this in all the way. And then what we're going to do after that is we're just going to start the whole perimeter of our build. So let's get right into that. Now, I did this out of logs because logs look cool when there's just a lot of them placed around the perimeter. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 blocks wide over there. And you're going to go around the entire perimeter like this. I do not like to do corners, even though you just saw me miss one in the beginning over there. But let's do a little time lapse and I'll come back when it's all ready. Alright guys, so finishing up with that, we have the whole base of our build all ready to go. So now, really from this point forward, it's going to be really straight, simple. We're going to build our bleachers, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Alright guys, so from this point on in the video, a lot of this is just going to be very time consuming, so I'm going to skip around a lot, but we're going to start off with the first flat platform here. From your flat section, you're going to come out 3 blocks, and then you're going to take the first 3 logs that come out there and also make those flat. So just kind of try and follow along, pause when you have to, and you're going to make those 3 wide. And then from that point, you're just going to go diagonally until you get to the other flat half. And this is basically just going to make your platform 3 blocks wide in all directions over here. So coming over to the flat part here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're basically just going to complete that in a diagonal formation over there. Fill all in the rest of the blocks, and again, I'm using birch planks here just to keep the whole wood theme, but as you can see, we have a straight diagonal portion over there, followed by 2 flat parts. So we're going to go ahead and do that around the entire perimeter, and I know this is going to take a lot of resources and it's going to take a lot of time, but let's just do it a couple more times just so you guys really get what I'm putting down. So you see those 3 wood blocks right there. I come out 3 blocks to match over here, and then from that point on in the build, I go diagonally to the next section of flat. And I hope I'm doing a good job explaining this, because I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. But when I first made this, it was kind of very confusing. You know, I got the hang of it on this second build over here, but the first one was definitely confusing when I did it. So we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do that for the entire duration over here. So now it is time to start our staircase leading up to our other platforms here. So you see those 3 logs coming off of the main strip of logs that are straight. You're going to place a little stone brick coming right up to the top. Now, if you want to keep these stairs or whatever block you placed in the back there, go for it, but I decided to delete them because I felt like it. Why not? After that, we're basically going to work on the entire perimeter of our seating, which I decided to make out of spruce stairs, and the reason I chose this is just because it gives it a little bit more of like a checkered appearance of pattern, just to give it a lot of contrast. So the flat parts are very easy, but then you come over to these diagonal halves, and you kind of just have to go back and forth, placing them just how I am, just like at an angle, just so they become corner staircases all the way around. And this is definitely the most time-consuming part of this build. You know, obviously, as you move towards the top and you build more and more layers, the radius gets bigger, so it's going to take you more and more time to do this. But just stick with it, guys, because once you finish it out, the outcome is actually really nice. So let's just go ahead and finish this up. We have 1 there, 1 there, and then we got 1 more to do. So let's go ahead and finish that up. Now you're going to do this around the entire perimeter, and it kind of took me, what, like a minute to do that one section. So you're talking about like, you know, 10-15 minutes to do one level and then going up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off, and then we'll keep building up higher and higher as we go. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we've completed the entire perimeter of our zigzag staircase, and we actually went ahead, skipped a little bit. I know we're cheating, but we created the little backrest, I guess, for our seating arrangement. You just go offset 1 block and go 1 block up, and then just go along the entire perimeter. And that's really it for that. And then after that, we are going to basically start our second platform to build up higher and higher. So once again, we're going to come out 3 blocks on all sides here. So once you get to your staircases, you're going to come out those 2 blocks right there and just fill that in. And And if you guys would like, it might be a little bit less confusing if you do the 4 flat sections of your build first and then connect the diagonals. It just might be easier rather than going from, the diagonal into the flat section. Just a rule of thumb, you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what you do, just giving you some friendly advice. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, and we're going to see what it comes out to be like. Alright guys, keeping on going, I am just finishing up the stairs over here. And that's basically just going to line up the entire perimeter of your build there. So what I'm just going to show you real quick is how to make these staircases that your peasants are going to climb up and go into. So you're going to start in the center 3 of the flat sections that aren't your gladiator spawn points, and just dig out 3 with those staircases over there. And it's basically just going to be a 3 tall staircase going into your build. Now what I did here is I'm just going to close it off with some more birch planks just to give it a little bit of a finished look, just to not make it look like it's floating there. So basically you just walk up those stairs and wow, you're in the arena, the Colosseum, how great is it? We get to watch people kill each other. Romans, right? So after that, I didn't really design anything for the bottom. It kind of just like if you're underneath where you put all of your seating, it looks pretty cool. And you could probably do something with it, maybe make it into like a market or some kind of thing, because I know back in Roman culture they were really into the whole Colosseum, and they had a lot of things happening around it all the time, and they were really busy. So maybe you dig out this sand over here and you turn this all into like cobblestone to make it a little marketplace. But I also put some pillars there, made of some logs with some stairs going around it, just to give it a little bit of an edge and kind of like a boundary. Otherwise it just looks like the whole arena is just floating there, and you never want that. So do whatever you want, be as creative as possible, and that's really it. The last part I'm going to show you here is just very simple. You're going to build up your little gladiator spawn point, and again, like I said in the beginning, this is basically just going to build up to where your platform is above. So let's just go ahead and finish this off. Hopefully we can do this very quickly. Trying to keep this video as quick and short as possible, very simple. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see right here, it meets right where your 3 wide platform is above it. And it's pretty cool. It looks like it's actually planned and it's not just miscellaneously there. Now you can make your doorways as wherever you want. You could be as creative as possible. You can make it along the exterior face right there. So basically you're going to come in here and you're going to be like, whoa, what am I supposed to be doing here? You're going to have like a chest or something. It's going to be full of like armor, equipment, weapons, and all that jazz. And you're going to collect your stuff. You're going to go into this chest, be like, oh, I need this, that's this, that. And then you're going to go out into the arena and you're going to want to start killing each other. Or you could just spawn full of bunnies like how you see there and just kill a bunch of bunnies. Who wants to do that? Bunnies are awesome. But that's really it, guys. That's the rest of our video. If you enjoyed, be sure to, once again, drop a like and leave a comment. We appreciate any support that we get. If you have watched the video in its entirety up until this point, I am very grateful. Let us know what you think. Definitely gonna try and put up some more awesome content for you guys. We have a lot of content on our channel already. We have Apex Legends, some Call of Duty, and of course some Minecraft videos, so go check those out. Click on the end screens, and I'll see you guys for another awesome video. Shedheads out.